There's something for everyone at the cinemas right now, whether it's supernatural comedy starring Keanu Reeves, a documentary giving an insight into Māori art, or the latest instalment of the Predator franchise. Luckily for us, Kate Rodger has watched them all and is with us now to give us her verdict.
A buffet.
Indeed,
a veritable buffet of cinema.
Well, I can tell you I've watched all of the trailers. And
Excellent prep.
For the first movie, Good Fortune, with Keanu Reeves,
yes,
I thought ridiculous, but kind of like what it looks like.
Okay, well, I think you've basically got the film in a nutshell.
Okay, we'll move to the second one then,
yeah,
shall we?
No. Can I talk about it more? Because
Let's.
It's Keanu, and he's like a group hug, is he not? He's just kind of, I don't mean to bang on about him, but there's just something about him that is so angelic that he could not be more perfectly cast as a very low-level angel that's quite keen to properly make a difference with humans, whereas his job is sitting in the back seat of people's cars and tapping them on the shoulder before they crash while they're texting. So he's a texting and driving angel. But he sees the Aziz Ansari character, who's, he could be you and I, except that he's struggling in the American economy to make ends meet. And just, I feel like at a time right now in the States, you can be just one rent payment away from living in your car, and that's what happens to this guy. Whereas Seth Rogen, for example, is a billionaire who is doing very well, thanks, and has a great life. And what essentially happens is it's a body swap. So Keanu taps them both on the shoulder because he wants both of them to appreciate each other's lives. And he wants the Aziz character to understand that money doesn't make you happy. Turns out it really does.
It does, doesn't it? It does. It looks like he's living quite a good life after he gets the body swap.
He's living a great life, but we've seen this time and time again, haven't we, in lots of different films. But this is done with a really light, gentle kind of touch. And it's also, I think it's a really fascinatingly kind of an important story for now to understand. It's kind of a walk a mile in someone else's shoes in a way, but without the cliche of it. So, and the three of them, when they really get together at certain portions of this as characters, but also as personalities, the three of them are just kind of gorgeous.
And I feel like if you've got a movie where someone has got ridiculous, fluffy white wings, it's kind of acknowledging, what it is.
Oh, it is,
from the outset, right?
That's exactly right. And it's not self-serious, and it's not, but it has a really gentle message and just beautiful moments. Keanu eventually has to kind of live as a human for a little while, and then he understands all the simple pleasures that take away the pain. And there's some really, really funny scenes of him taking a drag on a cigarette when he's a dishwasher. There are actually some lovely moments, and I just really enjoyed it.
And I do like the hyperactive nature of Aziz Ansari.
I know,
well.
I enjoyed him very much. And obviously, Seth Rogen, he's owning Hollywood at the moment, with the studio winning so many Emmys. I think he's kind of, sounds so condescending, but he's kind of matured from Pineapple Express, where he makes movies about...
But he's still got the laugh. He's still got the laugh.
I love it. So it's worth the ticket price, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Okay, very different vibes with TOITU Visual Sovereignty.
Yeah.
Chelsea Winstanley.
Very different vibes, but what a beautiful film.
Yeah.
This has been a long time coming. Obviously, that amazing exhibition was on at the Auckland Art Gallery several years ago, and Chelsea came on board very early to document it. 111 Māori artists. I mean, it's a stunning accomplishment in itself, but there was lots of things going on underneath with the politics of the exhibition. But I think this is an opportunity to fully understand and comprehend the depth of our storytellers when it comes to the Indigenous Māori art community. And as always with documentary makers, you start out to make a film and it goes somewhere else. And it's not a spoiler alert to say that there was just this extraordinary moment where artists from this exhibition went to the Venice Biennale and won the Golden Lion. So it's just kind of this beautiful, beautiful trajectory. But you've also, an exhibition comes and goes, and what you get with this is a really important document of what that was, shot so beautifully, so you can appreciate the art even if you weren't at the exhibition, but appreciate the artists themselves. Chelsea spent time as the commissioned artist, created these extraordinary things. So you get such a really phenomenal insight. So it's well worth seeing on the big screen.
And if you're doing a documentary about artwork, right, you're going to have to find other ways to actually bring people in, presumably through the artist's music and also
all of those things. And that's what film does. And also, we have it forever. It's like we've talked about Pike River, a very different film, but a similar. It's Tonga. It gets to be part of the fabric of the history of New Zealand. And it was glorious. And it's the first time Chelsea's directed a film. She's done a magic job. And, half of it's, there's a bit of guerrilla aspect to it because you're making something on a shoestring. It was self-funded, but it doesn't show on the big screen. It just looks gorgeous.
We did promise something for everyone, so let's lurch to the other end of the spectrum. Predator Badlands.
Mm-hmm. So you obviously have watched all the other Predator films.
No, I've watched all of this trailer.
Oh, you're amazing. Again, just the lengths you go to. I'm so impressed. But
there's so many of the films. How am I going to watch them?
And I have not, so I'm not gonna give you too much jip for it. But Alien versus Predator, you've got the original Predator, which is Arnie, and now you've got this film, which isn't that beautiful? New Zealand looks amazing in some.
Doesn't it?
This film is entirely shot down here in New Zealand. That's Predator. That's Elle Fanning. Just half of her. She spends most of the time as just a half a body, but don't panic because she's a synthetic. But she's quite a delight. This is not to be taken seriously, clearly, but it's also the action and the fight sequences, and also the prosthetics and the VFX are top notch. And I don't know. I'm looking at this now and thinking I could quite happily watch this again.
Really?
I know that sounds weird to you.
It does.
But it was just a heck of a lot of fun. It was a big screening on IMAX last night in Auckland, and it was a film commission, everybody there, and the filmmakers did a special video at the front to welcome us all. And it was just, it felt like a bit of an event, and then we got to see the film on IMAX, and it was kind of amazing. That aside, first of all, really enjoyed it. Go see it. We got to put our 3D glasses on, and we got to see the latest Avatar trailer. Oh my!
See, 3D glasses. Often, my previous experiences with them is that it's never worth the extra for them.
Have you seen the Avatar films in 3D?
Not in 3D.
Haven't the glasses have moved on from the paper ones, mate?
Yeah, this is quite different, Chris.
This is what I'm thinking.
Ask with 3D glasses.
Is it red and blue still?
Oh no!
I know this is blasphemous.
I'm sorry, Jenny, mate.
In front
you
of
have to deal
Queen
with
of
this.
Cinema.
It was. You pinned it was, and on IMAX in 3D, it was just. I cannot wait for that film. It is so immersive. You actually feel like you're swimming with the Navi. It's kind of phenomenal. It looks great. Anyway, that's a little aside.
So when's that coming out?
I think it's November. I think we're looking at a very strong end of the year. America, the box office at the moment, and if it's one thing I can do is reach out to New Zealanders and say, please go to the cinema, or they just won't exist. It's been the worst October in the US box office in 3 decades.
Wow.
And there's been a lot of films that came through. The Smashing Machine was one, and even though One Battle After Another, critical darling, bombed at the box office. So in an economy like this, it's just that extra bit of money that people aren't spending. And if we don't, films, it does sound panicky, but it says to me that we need to be very, very careful about losing this opportunity to go and enjoy films in the cinema. We need this experience. So when you've got big screen films like Avatar, that's something you don't want to watch on your phone. No, you don't want to watch on your TV.
I'm thinking maybe I have to shell out and pay for the 3D experience.
Do you know what?
But this could be
I'll buy you a ticket.
No.
It'll be near Christmas. It would be my honour for you to experience a 3D film that's not paper glass.
These glasses are not bending as I put them on my face. That could be.
Okay. This is my promise to you. So we've got Wicked and Avatar coming up, and I think that will buoy the box office. And let's just keep it on coming.
Kate Rodger, thank you for that veritable buffet of selection.
As always. Nom nom nom.